Welcome to the Doc Ryder Report. Today is Monday, April 6th. Article from the American Enterprise Institute. The middle class is shrinking because of a booming upper middle class. The Treasury Department designates BNY as a financial agent to support new Trump accounts program. BNY has partnered with Robinhood, which will serve as brokerage and initial trustee for Trump accounts. Al Jazeera posted a visual guide to Iran's coastline and strategic islands. Stretching some 1,120 miles, Iran's southern coastline forms a vast maritime corridor from the marshy Iraqi delta in the west to Pakistan's rugged terrain in the east. At its center lies the Strait of Hormuz, I don't know if the H is silent, a narrow choke point through which 20% of global oil and gas flows. Scattered along this coastline are several islands that host military outposts, energy hubs, and geopolitical leverage points within what analysts describe as Iran's strategic architecture of control. In this interactive tour, Al Jazeera takes you on a journey along 10 of the most strategic islands, ports, and energy infrastructure that shape power and commerce across the Gulf. We spoke about jobless claims. This is the number of individuals who filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the referenced week, presented as a monthly average and seasonally adjusted. This weekly indicator published by the Department of Labor serves as a real-time measure of layoffs and labor market health. The 4-week moving average smooths volatility and provides a clearer trend. Initial claims below 300,000 typically indicate a healthy job market, while sustained increases may signal economic weakening. The data includes all 50 states plus DC, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands. So we talked about that 300,000 benchmark. We've been below that and decreasing. So if you look at the trend here, starting with June, 241,250. Latest, down 207. So year over year, down 7%. Month over month, 3.7. So positive. And economists keep saying they're surprised. Likewise for total non-farm employment. This is the total level of non-farm payroll employment in the U.S. economy. This key employment metric from the BLS includes all non-farm business, government, and nonprofit employees. The figure is seasonally adjusted to account for predictable employment patterns. Month-over-month changes indicate the net number of jobs added or lost, with a consistent monthly addition of 100,000 to 150,000 jobs typically needed to keep pace with population growth. So the latest report came in with 178,000 jobs added. This was up from 133,000 jobs lost in February. So two positive labor market indicators. Which party will win the U.S. House? 85% Democrat. 2028 Democrat nominee for president, 29% Newsom, 8% AOC, 37% J.D. Vance, 24% Marco Rubio. Number of ships that will transit the Strait of Hormuz by any day by end of April. Plus 20 at 93 cents. Plus 40, 36, plus 60, 18, plus 80, 11. IMF Port Watch, they publish a daily number of transit calls, arrivals of ships for the Strait of Hormuz equal to or above the listed value for any date between market creation and April 30. The market's pricing in between 20 and 40 ships as opposed to 80 plus. Let's see what the recession for the end of the year is. 33%. That's up from 31. And on Kalshi, 28.7% chance of a recession this year. So it went up March 11th, but as of April 5th, it's come down. Crude oil by April 30th, 3% chance of plus 200, 26% chance below 80, 73% chance above 120. So it looks like the market's pricing in between 120 and 130